Guys, have you ever wondered why even if nag-budget ka na, naglista ka ng mga bagay-bagay mo, or even if sinabi mong, budgeted ba to, kailangan ko ba tong bagay na to, or sinabi mo sa sarili mo, hindi na ako gagastos, promise, hindi na ako gagastos, bigla ka pa rin napapagastos. Or bigla ka nabubudol, bigla ka may bibilhin na bagay. It's not because you're irresponsible, and it's really because our brain is hardwired to spend, diba? The Filipino culture that we have makes it even difficult, diba? And even harder for us not to spend. Today, syempre, we're living in the world where ang daming mga tukso, left and right, social media, our phone, our apps, sometimes even friends natin, di ba, nandyan para ibudol tayo. So today's video, let's talk about the psychology of spending, Pinoy edition, di ba? Filipino edition. Ano bang meron when it comes to spending for us Filipinos? Even up until now, even if I create personal finance content and affiliate content, hindi ako immune sa ganon. Hindi ako immune sa nabubudol. Hindi ako immune sa desiring even more. There are times where I'm scrolling social media na parang, oh my gosh, gusto ko talaga bilhin tong bag na to. Tapos titingnan ko na mag-scroll ako, ay nako, it's calling me. Parang deserve ko tong bag na to. Diba? I personally am not immune. And hindi ako magiging epokrita sa inyo guys na parang, alam mo, hindi ako nabubudol na ngayon. Guys, mahirap pa rin yan. Conscious effort pa rin talaga siya na parang hindi ka mabudol. Diba? So syempre for this video, we want to understand why we spend, why there are times we overspend, and of course, in the latter part of this video, I want us to take control of our spending. Because at the end of the day, when you spend your money wisely, diba? Kung wise ka mag-spend ng money, then that's right. Pero if we spend it, every time we spend that money na unwise, syempre, ano ang linalet go natin? Which is maybe a better future or something better that can be given to us in the future. So for this vlog, syempre may two parts tayo. The first part of this video is psychology of spending. Bakit pa tayo gumagastos as Filipinos? And then, syempre, the latter part is how do we take control of our spending? Okay, so first things first. A lot of the times, diba, I'm sure a lot of you might agree or nangyari na talaga to sa atin. When it comes to spending, spending is very emotional for us. It's not usually logical. We don't spend because we need something. We spend because we feel something. A lot of Filipinos, even ako, guilty ako dito guys, we spend because stress tayo, pagod sa trabaho. Kailangan kong lumabas para mag-de-stress. How many times have you used that reason, diba? Let's be honest guys ha, hindi tayo mag-shame ng anybody. I mean, ilang beses. Ako, I am guilty of that. Paminsan, I always use that, labas tayo, kahit mag-coffee tayo, ganyan-ganyan. Or, paminsan, you spend because you feel guilt. You want to heal your inner child. Or gusto mo lang mag-celebrate. Then, other times is also the social pressure. Yung keeping up with the kapitbahay talaga natin. I remember my first job, bumili ako ng first paycheck, bumili ako ng bag. Kasi gusto ko yung bag na yan dati pa. But also, come to think of it, I really feel the pressure because nakita ko yung mga coworkers ko, ang gaganda ng mga bags. So that's why I also want a good bag, I want a branded bag kasi para naman makasabay ako. Or, if ever, lahat sila umaalis, kumakain ng lunch out, dinner out, breakfast out, baka kailangan mag-breakfast out rin ako, lunch out, and dinner out to fit in. Ayaw nila ng cafeteria eh. So baka dapat, dyan rin ako. My brain was not really spending logically, it was spending emotionally. It's spending to comfort me, to console me, because, this is how I feel na I can fit in. This is how I feel I can buy my way into status. But diba, the thing there is, tama ba siya? Kailangan ko ba siya? Tama ba paggastusan ko tong bagay na to? This was a time where I don't think about budgeted ba yan. This was really more of like, feeling ko kaya. Feeling ko may papasok naman. Kumikita naman tayo. Diba? It's a way just to comfort myself. It was never a way of me calculating kung may pera ba ako talaga? Budgeted ba siya? But it's really spending because I want to feel something. Always about emotional spending. So guys, guilty ka ba? Aminin natin, let's be honest. Walang masama to admit these things. Ako ina-admit ko sa inyo to like an open book because yeah, I did it for years. Years. And kung talagang how much money I should have saved if hindi lang ganun ako gumastos. So that's the first one na. So guys, diba? Yun talaga siya. Spending usually might be very emotional. It's not really logical. Second, ano ba? The deserve ko to culture. More than ever, di ba? Lagi natin nakikita to in social media. Yes, Filipinos tayo. We work long hours. We work so hard. We work like a dog day and night. Di ba? Gusto ko hiramin yung quote na yan. Which is so true. Di ba? Kaya when payday comes, ano ba usually happens? Oh my gosh, reward na natin sarili natin. What do we usually see when payday happens? Ang daming tao sa labas ng mall. Eto na, pwede na tayo mag-Lazada, pwede na tayo mag-Shopee, pwede na tayo bumili ng new shoes, pwede na tayo mag-travel. pwede na natin gamitin yung pera natin, gastusin na natin pera natin. This is actually called emotional compensation. Why, guys? Our brain is trying to tell us to balance the stress and then to balance pleasure. Na parang, o nga no, dahil nga stress tayo, dapat balansehin natin yan. Stress ka, then syempre, i-reward natin sarili natin. Diba? That usually happens. But pag-isipan mo yan ha, your short-term happiness will bring long-term regret. That's what usually happens. And for me, true. Dahil inubos ko, ginastos ko sobrang most of my money. If ever I could have just saved those money and maybe put it in a high-yield savings account or Pag-ibig MP2 back then, or even invest on it, di dapat ang dami ko na kayang pera right now. But it is what it is, di ba? That's how we Filipinos cope with spending. And that's how we spend. Ganun talaga siya eh. Ganun yung nangyayari. Then, you have the third one, which is the Filipino family effect. Ito, it might be a very controversial topic. But syempre, here guys, we want to be very open. We want to have open conversations because to be honest, diba, this is how we learn. The truth here is, guys, that Filipinos don't usually spend for yourselves. Totoo yan. Let's admit it, diba? We spend for our family, we spend for our relatives, pamangkins, kaibigan, office ng barkada mo. And sometimes, and most of the times, hindi natin tinatanong sa sarili natin kung kaya pa ba natin i-afford yun, diba? What usually happens is, basta may pera tayo, dumating mga sweldo natin, okay, kailangan kasi ni somebody ng pera. Kailangan ko pahiramin tong pera na naman to sa ganito to. Or even sa coworkers natin, diba? I'm sure a lot of your coworkers might be borrowing money from you. And sometimes, us, even ako, I'm very guilty here, I don't want to disappoint or it's so hard for me to say no. Kasi parang, oh my gosh, naaawa ako. Baka okay lang, ibigay na lang natin. Oh my gosh, sige, pahiramin na lang natin. Okay lang, sige, papahiramin kita. Diba? What usually happens is, the social obligation spending natin is always there. It's so cultural for us na diba, na oh, sige, papahiramin na lang natin. Unlike other countries kasi and other cultures, sila, go, mag-loan ka dito, mag-loan ka dyan, mag-loan ka sa bangko, whatever, mga formal options. But for us Filipinos, diba, puros lahat ng uutangan natin, sino ba muna? Kapatid, tito-tita, nanay-tatay, or sino man ang mga kaibigan, mga coworkers natin. But remember guys ha, this can be very, very dangerous because at the end of the day, kung ikaw yung nagpautang, diba, what usually happens is, paminsan, pang maniningil ka na, sila pa yung galit. If you've seen a lot on threads, diba, natutuwa ako, yung parang kaibigan naghiram ng credit card, kinaskas. Tapos ngayon, hindi mabayaran yung utang. Tapos ang galit pa, yung nanay ng utang or nakikaskas. Diba? That's why, guys, think of it that way. What I always want to remind you here is the power of saying no. Kasi nga, guys, if ever inutangan ka and you need that money, sino ba yung kawawa pag wala ka ng pera? What happens is, sige, magpapautang tayo. Pero pag gahol ka na, pag kulang na yung pera mo, what happens? Tayo yung bumabaluktot, diba? Because of our hiya. Kaya nga, as early as now, if you can learn to just say no, learn to say no. Or, if you really wanna help, then, I always remember my mom saying, then give maybe if kailangan niyo mangutang ng 1,000 pesos. Magkano yung kaya mo? Let's say, sabi mo 100 pesos lang kaya ko. And if ipapautang ko sa yan, it's good as done. Hindi ko na siya iisipin na babalik sa akin. If bumalik, thank you so much. If hindi bumalik, oh well. Diba? So that's why you always have to think, oh nga no, this is like social obligation spending. Hindi mo talaga kailangan gumastos pero napapagastos ka because the society tells us na dapat tulungan natin lahat ng mga pamilya natin or yung mga coworkers natin because we don't want to disappoint. We don't want to be told na, ay kuripot yan, masamang ugali, nakaahon lang yung ganyan. Remember guys ha, your money, you decide what you do with it as well. Then, the sale mentality. Sale mentality trap. Totoo yan guys, di ba? Ayan na, favorite natin yan. Double digit sale, di ba? Mga 12-1-1, birthday sale, payday sale, lahat na lang pwede na mag-sale. Tuesday sale, Wednesday sale, lahat na lang pwede masabi sale. Bakit guys? For us Filipinos, we love a good discount. I think hindi nga lang siya Filipinos, Asians love a good discount. Even ako, kilala nyo ako guys, alam nyo ako, nababaliw ako pag, oh my God, 50% off! Alam nyo yan, kasi di ba nung simula ako, even mga, doing these parang mga content, di ba? Oh my gosh, ito na! Halika na, bibili tayo ng sale! Di ba yung mga promos, mga credit card promos, di ba? I love it, even mga dining. Guys, because our mind is hardwired to look at discounts as opportunities. The psychology behind it is really, ayaw nating matalo. What we love is to win. When we look into a sale, our brain is hardwired to say na, oh my gosh, you're winning, kunin mo na to. So when you see a 50% off, your brain will tell you na, if you don't buy this, guys, malulugi ka, kawawa ka, you're losing the money. But in reality, guys, ito yung dapat mo sabihin and isipin. If you're spending the money that you weren't supposed to spend, sino ang talo doon? I always love the quote ni Cheese Escudero na sinabi na even if sale yung bagay na yan, pero hindi mo kailangan yung bagay na yan, then it is expensive. Totoo, di ba? For example, hindi ko kailangan bumili ng isang bagong pair of shoes. Dahil sale siya, binili ko siya. Pero hindi ko siya kailangan na meron pa akong shoes, perfectly working. Perfectly okay na buong-buo pa siya. Then, binili ko siya. Then, mahal siya. Then, it is overspending because hindi ko nga siya kailangan. Di ba? So, totoo nga, no? Tama, no? Kahit na sale siya, if you don't need it, mahal siya, expensive siya, overspending siya. Then, you also have the dopamine loop or the dopamine effect. Guys, dopamine, basically, it's the feel-good chemical in our mind. So, every time we add to cart, every time we check out, every time we unbox, di ba? Natutuwa tayo. That's why in social media, bakit pa gustong-gusto natin manood ng mga unboxing? Di ba? Even ako, guilty ako dyan, guys. Alam mo, mahilig talaga ako manood ng unboxing na yan. Oh, unboxing my new thing. Unboxing all of these PR gifts. I love it. Kahit ako, tuwang-tuwa ako sa mga ganyan. Or even pag nakita natin yung mga apps natin, but ang dami nagpo-flash dito. Add to cart now. Add to cart now. Last minute. Ganyan. Why? It's because dopamine effect yan. Di ba? It's a feel-good chemical. Every time we see flashing colors, countdown na, oh my gosh, 10 seconds na lang. We get free coins. We get free rewards. We get discounts. We see only 2 left. Guys, remember, all of these apps there, and syempre yung mga websites na yan, even mga stores na yan, they are not selling products. They are selling dopamine. Tini-trigger talaga nila yung dopamine natin. Because, guys, that's how we sell. That's how we are kept in that loop. Na parang, oh my gosh, bakit mahilig-hilig natin pag nakita na sa TikTok shop na, oh my God, last minute na lang, last na lang yan. Again, businesses will sell and trigger our dopamine para i-click na natin yan, para i-check out na natin yan. Hindi natin sinasabi may mali sa katawan natin. It's just how marketing and business works. Diba? They will trigger our dopamine to make us feel good para bumili tayo. Then, aligned with that dopamine effect and dopamine loop rin is also the Filipino scarcity mindset. Alam mo, growing up, diba, I personally believe that I really had that scarcity mindset na parang, hala, sayang to, baka maubusan tayo. Or, bilhin na natin habang mura pa, bilhin natin habang sale. Or even, alam mo, kailangan tipirin natin yung paggamit nito kasi baka kailangan ko pa siya in the future. And I think that is why, growing up, I had that hoarding mentality as well. Because growing up, I always had that scarcity mindset. And I don't know why I had that scarcity mindset. Na parang ayoko gamitin yung box of crayons ko. Ayoko gamitin, let's say, or kainin yung buo yung pagkain na to or yung chocolate bar na to. Kasi baka kailangan ko siya in the future or baka pa kasi sobrang sayang. And growing up, that scarcity mindset really limits me. Because I will always think about, hala, hindi na uulit tong bagay na to. I will not be able to buy another chocolate bar. Or if ginamit ko siya, baka maubusan na ako. That also triggers why we spend. It's because we have that scarcity mindset na hala, if hindi ko siya i-claim right now, baka hindi ko na siya babalik ever again. Diba? Paminsan, saan tayo makikita na to? Trutuhon pa! Seat sale. If ever hindi ko naman gusto pumunta dun sa bansa na yan, pero mura yung seat sale na yan, ba't ko siya bibilhin? That's my scarcity mindset working again. Na parang, hala, kailangan natin bilhin. Or for example, if hindi ko bilhin tong promo offer na to, then baka hindi na siya dumating again in the future. Or baka hindi na siya darating in the future. It's a mindset that keeps us stuck in a loop na parang, hala, hindi na siya babalik, very scarce lahat ng resource. But why don't we think na, oh nga no, there will be another sale in the future. That country is not going anywhere. Baka naman dapat ipansatabi ko na, ilang beses ko ba kailangan pumunta sa bansa niya na paulit-ulit again, rather than me saving enough money to go to a new country. Diba? So it's very true. That mindset really limits a lot of us. And that's why, even ako up until now, I still have that mindset. Ayoko sabihin I'm purely cured. But I'm trying every single day to really keep on pushing myself to have that, growth mindset na the world is so vast. And being able to create more content with you guys, sa totoo lang, it slowly opened my mind na, Jax, hindi dapat scarce ang mindset mo. Kahit na sometimes I fall into that pitfall pa rin, especially when trouble arises at home or even my family. That's the mindset that, oh my gosh, bumabalik ako doon sa scarcity mindset na yan. But, every time na I create new content, and totoo nga na when we give more to the world, na we feel it's more open, to be honest, guys, totoo yan, na lahat tayo kayang abutin. And that's why I slowly and even more espouse na growth mindset, abundance mindset tayo. Because the more you give out to the world, totoo lang, the more it gives back to you. And I've seen it firsthand creating videos like this. The more I give out to the world, sa totoo lang guys, ang daming balik. And those are the things that money can't buy. And that's why, guys, we try to avoid the scarcity mindset. I know it's ingrained in our culture. It's because maybe of all of the experiences that we have or even the environment when we were growing up. Because naririnig natin yan sa mas nakakatanda. But catching it and making sure na, dapat iwasan natin yan will really help us. And of course, now, syempre, let's go and break that cycle. So, syempre, we can rewire our brain to making good spending habits. And these are the spending habits na sa totoo lang, dapat natin buuhin. I don't wanna say na bukas kaya mo na siyang gawin right away. If we have those bad habits, it will take time. But guys, I'm telling you, we will do it. We can get over it. But syempre, it will be hard work. The first is my favorite. Pause before you purchase. Ask yourself, diba? Aside from asking yourself na budgeted ba yan, ask yourself then, do I really want this? Or am I tired? Or am I emotional? A lot of the tactics out there, sa totoo lang, pinaka-favorite ko, ang gawin mo whenever you're going to purchase an item, pag-isipan mo muna siya for at least 24 hours. I always remember my mom saying na parang, pag-isipan mo, tulugan mo muna 24 hours. If naisip mo pa rin siya after 24 hours, then maybe gustong-gusto mo talaga yung bagay na yan. I've even seen a lot of, let's say, sa online, ang sinabi pa nga nila, 72 hours. Grabe, no? 3 days. 72 hours mo siya pag-isipan. Pag-isipan mo talaga, deep and hard. Gusto mo ba talaga yan? If talagang bumabagabag pa rin sa utak mo, then maybe yes, you really want it. Pero if nakalimutan mo siya, then that means na, ay, hindi mo talaga siya kailangan. Ay, hindi mo talaga siya gusto. Na-feel mo lang emotionally may gusto ka, pero sa totoo lang, ay, hindi pala. Second, guys, create your guilt-free budget. We always see the 50-30-20 rule. Meron ka nga dito yung wants, di ba? That can be your guilt-free budget, or you can create a separate guilt-free money, di ba? So guys, this should be your fun. Now, kaya ko nga sinasabi na may wants pa rin siya whenever you budget your money. It's because, guys, you really need to reward yourself pa rin. You have to have those small joys. Hindi pwedeng trabaho, lahat na lang hindi ka pwede. And you know me, never ako nag-espouse na lahat hindi pwede mo siya paggastusan. No. Kasi sabi ko, is dapat you purchase things that you want, that brings you joy. If talagang buying that cup of coffee brings you joy, going on that trip brings you joy, basta budgeted, alam mo, pinaglaan mo ng funds mo or ng one fund mo, then go for it. Kasi guys, mahihirapan ka if ever lahat na lang kayod, work na lang siya and wala kang little joys in life. You need to balance life. And you're earning money because you also want to make sure that the money brings joy for you as well. Hindi naman pwede na malungkot ka na. That will never be sustaining. I'm telling you guys, hindi yan ganun at hindi yan mangyayari. And then tip number 3, track your triggers. Stress ba? Boredom? Pressure? Diba? Ano ba talaga? You need to be aware of ano ba talaga ang nagtatrigger sa'yo for buying those things. Awareness is always power. Ano yung nagtatrigger? When do you usually see yourself purchase an item? Kailan? Diba, you'll always know. Yung mga regrets mo, I'm sure meron kayong biniling bagay tapos biglang rinegret mo siya. When does that happen? Is it when you're stressed? Is it when you're sad? Is it when you're very tired from work? Is it when you're angry? Is it when you're bored? Alamin mo, awareness is always power. And tip number 4, unfollow your budol sources. Alam mo guys, totoo yan. There are a lot of times na parang ako, I try to unfollow a lot of those mga online shopping ng mga websites as well. Because sa totoo lang, di ba? Or I just scroll up. Alamin mo kung ano yung sources mo. Ako guilty talaga ako dyan because back then, I follow all of those mga luxury bags. Even up until now, I still have it. Kung titignan mo ang IG ko, nag-follow pa rin ako sa mga luxury bag sellers na yan. But because I know myself na kaya ko i-catch myself now, na even if nakita ko yung bag na yun, oh my God, ang ganda. Even now ha guys, nakita ko yung kakatapos ng mga Paris Fashion Week, diba? Nakita ko yung mga bagong bags, ang gaganda, diba? But if you're the type na easily nabubudol ka, like one friend that I have, yung easy nabubudol. Ako, I don't send a lot of those things to that friend na yan. Kasi nga alam ko nabubudol siya. And that can be a trigger. For me, if ever alam kong this does not serve me that well, dinidelete ko na yung mga emails na yan, binablock ko na sila or nag-unsubscribe na ako sa kanilang mga emails para at least I know that hindi ako mabudol because syempre, the more I see it, the more my mind triggers na, Jax, gusto mo yan, bilhin mo na yan, bilhin mo na yan. So if ever it doesn't work for you anymore, unfollow. There's nothing wrong with it because syempre, at the end of the day, think about your future. Think about saan mo gusto ilaan yung bawat pera. 5, you can replace the rewards. For example, if ever you did a job well done, maybe a job well done for you is buying dati a Starbucks coffee. Every single day ha. Baka ngayon pwede kang, okay, bawasan mo Starbucks coffee mo, pero ngayon gawa ka lang ng coffee sa bahay. Or, maybe fixing your triggers. If ever a reward mo dati was to shop and buy that item, maybe your new reward can be, bibili ako ng investment. For example, kahapon in the bed, sabi ko, oh nga no, I made extra money. And then, gusto ko ilaan siya sa investment ko. Instead of buying something and opening my shopping app, ang ginawa ko, okay, transfer ko siya sa investment account ko. Bumili ako ng bagong stocks. Then, di ba, I know that that is one of my trigger for a job well done. I did all the jobs that I did, lahat ng mga trabaho na kailangan ko gawin, then, naka-invest pa ako. Ang bongga, di ba? Remember, guys, your reward doesn't have to be expensive. It has to just give you that dopamine kick. And when you reward yourself, you have to reward yourself as well. Kahit maliliit na bagay na yan, then it will drive you to work harder and to accomplish tasks. And of course, to drive yourself to the next things that you're going to do, to better things as well. And last but not the least, of course, guys, we have to build systems. This helps us avoid spending mindlessly. For example, use your trackers, use the budgeting templates. Guys, interactive budgeting template. Magkano ba dapat ilaan nating pera? Once we have it, how much do we budget for your needs, your wants, and then of course for your investment or for your savings? A lot of apps right now, meron ng auto savings or even auto investing. Maybe we should do that because guys, at least pag na-automate na sila, then what we see in our bank accounts, if ever linaan natin siya for our wants or our fun funds, we're limited to that lang. And always ask yourself, budgeted ba yan? Going back to your fun funds, to your wants. Because dapat budgeted muna siya bago mo siya gastusin as well. Okay, guys, the goal here is not to stop spending. Spending is not the enemy. Huwag nating pag-isipin na mali gumastos. Mindless spending, useless spending, yun yung masama. Especially now, since syempre we don't know and very uncertain ang future. Very important here is the goal to make sure that our money works harder for us and that every peso that we spend is valuable to us. Remember, the goal is not to be sobrang kuripot, but the goal is to be intentional. Kuripot na wisely, di ba? The goal is for you to spend intentionally yung talagang gusto mo talaga. Spend on what matters, save for what matters, but of course guys, in the long run kasi, you will build the life that you want, that feels good for you, not only a life that looks good. If you're Filipino who struggle with spending, alam mo, hindi ka masamang tao, hindi ka broken. It's us human. Tao tayo eh. We've all fallen into this pitfall. Kung talaga hindi ka nag-fall into this pitfall, good job. Pero I believe, comment down below, I'm sure na-fall na tayo with this pitfall. It's because of all the cultural, the emotional, diba? The survival reasons for us to spend. And now, syempre, we understand all the psychology behind spending. We also have tips on how we can take control of our spending. At the end of the day, guys, hawak mo, nasa kamay mo talaga on how you take control of your personal finance. You have to take control of it. Hindi siya magiging madali. So guys, don't forget that if we spend intentionally and spend wisely, guys, we will really build the life that we want. A life that is secure, that builds stability and security for us. Because alam kong kayang-kaya natin siya lahat. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this vlog. Yes, medyo mahaba-haba na siya. Pero alam mo, this intention is never about shaming anyone. But it's really understanding the psychology behind spending and also how do we try to avoid spending mindlessly. So guys, I'll see you on the next vlog. Bye-bye!